Yes. If it's Wednesday and it's noon Eastern time and you can see us, then that means Facebook is allowing you to see us live like they didn't last week. But we are here on 710 Day on the Temptations Beach page. I am Joe Clare, and of course, the man himself, Beach, high above hemp quarters in Sharonville. Beach, how are things on this 710 day?
It is very good on this 710 day. We call it Earl Dabber Day at Hemptations, if you're familiar with that. And you mentioned it, and so we'll let everybody know if you come in today. Any of the oil-related products will be on sale for a one-day Earl Dabber Day event. And so enjoy that, everyone out there in the Cincinnati and Dayton area. Yes, I said high above the Sharonville location at high noon, I should say, on Wednesday. Still live at the Hemptations Beach Facebook page if you're out there watching, and then updated to our Jedi Hemp channel on YouTube, which we're trying to get some subscribers there. We might do something, so we may try to switch over. If anybody that does watch on YouTube is watching live now or later, I did do a live broadcast yesterday, Tuesday, just to test their live system, and it went over well. But I don't think I was on long enough for any of our subscribers watch. But it's all a test. It's just a test.
That's right.
And so, but yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. We've been down twice due to Facebook, maybe 3 times actually, as far as the live broadcast. But, as they say, do not look a gift horse in the mouth. It is free, and so therefore I cannot really complain about the issues that we have with Facebook. We can only tell you that Facebook has issues.
I will complain, but I don't care if it's free or not.
If you want to listen to Joe complain, by all means, he is willing
Facebook sucks.
to let them know. It's not getting any better. I know that.
No.
But anyway, let's get on to some happy stuff. Everybody, if you watched, knows we were in the Independence Day Parade Northside last Thursday, so I decided to get some pics out there. This first pic is the crew that accompanied us and helped pull the whole thing together on the USS Hemptation. We were received very well. Again, the people in Northside really love us. And if you don't know, the Northside Independence Day Parade in Cincinnati, Ohio, is one of the most eclectic, just great parades, period. I don't care where you are. It is always full with different things that I think it's the greatest parades in the entire United States. I will wager, that it is. There's obviously no big things floating in the air. We don't have big bands from big universities, but you know what? We got bands in the Northside Parade, and we have some very imaginative, eclectic people. We feel right at home. Again, honestly, there's been a lot of parades that we have been in the city, not a lot, but a little. And there's no doubt in my mind that we feel so right at home here. Or sometimes we're not sure how crowds might react to a Hemptations float or group of people. A lot of times we just pull the trailer. This year we got a little imaginative with the float, made the U.S. Nations, and again, had great reviews. Next picture is Mary and I. I don't know. Mary is the hemp fairy, and I don't know if I really have a name. I don't want to be King Hemp, that's for sure. Prince Hemp, maybe. Dude Hemp. I don't know. A lot of people in the city call me the hemp guy, refer to me as the hemp guy when they see me out, because I am in the commercials and whatnot, and so I get recognized. But I don't know how to describe my outfit. Of course, I'm wearing all hemp, except for the hemp, the leis and the umbrella, but representing hemp as we do every year. The next one is basically me sitting on the front of the float. I like this. It kind of shows the parade in front of us. We got the scooters. It was quite convenient. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but we had the tow truck crew bringing up the rear right behind us, and in the dance crew, which always ends the parade. But at first, the tow truck crews, they're with their big loud horns. I didn't know if I was liking it, but all in all, because we were a boat, they did sound like boat horns, and so it actually kind of worked out well as we were going down the road. Every once in a while, they'd blast their horn, and again, it kind of just reminded me of what a boat horn sounded like, and so that was fun. And I really like this because of the only ahead sign just right above my head. But anyway, and then the last one, the Lorax always accompanies us on our float one way or another because he represents the lifestyle, the eco lifestyle that we represent. This year, here's a picture of him on the front of the boat, but he actually got to drive. So I propped him up behind the steering wheel. Is it called a steering wheel on a boat? I don't know. It looks like a steering wheel.
Yeah, I think so.
And so the Lorax drove us down the parade as he has driven me in my life decisions for my entire life. I remember watching the Lorax as a child and being impacted mostly by the scene where they come along and they basically shave the earth of the roots of the trees, the stumps of the trees that they've already cut down, and they're biggering and biggering and biggering. But I remember sitting as a kid watching that on TV. And of course, I grew up on a small farm. We're very ecologically healthy, I suppose is the way to put it. Environmentally sound, even from a long time ago. And I want to make something very clear. My parents were not hippies. They were not. They were just responsible humans. Actually, conservative, if anything, more conservative than anything. But they were just responsible humans, and I was taught responsibility for the planet at a very young age because of that. And so, thank you, Mom. I love you. And so there's the parade pics. Good stuff. Again, well received. They loved us in the Northside Parade, as they usually do. And we love everybody in Northside. And so, good stuff. Obviously, now there's been a delay and a little bad news. I don't know if it really matters. And SB 57 here in the state of Ohio, they're putting it off to the fall. And of course, they could have voted on it, but then they went on vacation. I don't know about this supposed clause. Supposedly, it's an economic issue that the reason that they're putting it off, voting on it. I don't know if they're trying to slide something in, and of course, they were trying to slide in. The rumor was they were trying to slide in some manufacturing license for any hemp product if you were going to manufacture a hemp product in the state of Ohio, which of course is just ludicrous. And maybe that's the economic issue because that's not fair to anybody that wants to make a pair of hemp jeans or wants to make some hemp paper or wants to make CBD for that matter, all from hemp, as long as it's from hemp. They have to buy an extra license to do that, and that's just silly. That's not fair because nobody else that makes their product out of something else, not hemp, has to do that. Anyway, and of course, Cincinnati.com, they got it wrong in their article that they published this week when they said that CBD is illegal in Ohio, regardless of whether it's from marijuana or hemp. That is 0% true. 0% true. And I think the reason I was trying to think about why, and I think that now the confusion is because SB 57 clearly states that hemp products and CBD will all be legal. And I believe they're assuming that because that's worded that way, that hemp products and CBD are illegal in the state of Ohio. They are not. They are not. Okay? I will be clear for the 1,000th time. My mom always said, I've told you a million times not to exaggerate, but I will tell you again and again, because I've said it again and again, CBD, hemp, and hemp products are not illegal in the state of Ohio. And there are many reasons for that. But I can tell you it's all backed up by laws. Everything that I'm telling you right now as far as hemp products being legal, if extreme industrial hemp, It's, again, 100% legal in the state of Ohio. And so, what's interesting is I've seen more advertising companies and whatnot do their due diligence in their legal departments to find out that is also true, and then not have a problem with talking about industrial hemp CBD or hemp supplements or any of that. And so, anyway, I'll say it again. Hemp products and CBD, if extracted from industrial hemp, once again, it's from industrial hemp, is not illegal in the state of Ohio. I am probably going to, I'm not probably, I'm going to be on 55 KRC AM in the morning, probably a little after 8 o'clock to tell that public the same thing, again, because we've got more confusion. And the news, not all of the news is doing their due diligence to find out the facts. They're just assuming things from what people are saying. So I'm here to tell you, it's the truth. That's the law. Don't be fooled by any media that tells you CBD is illegal in the state of Ohio. It's illegal for me to sell marijuana-derived CBD products in the state of Ohio. Yes, that is true. You have to go to a dispensary, and there are some out there. In all honesty, I have seen a couple posts from dispensaries that are carrying a very low THC, very high CBD, but not 0.3%. I haven't seen 0.3% yet, although someone did post something, maybe 0.7. I saw 0.4. Anyway, that is that. And I finally got my, this is called the Into the CBD trailer. And so I finally this is an all CBD trailer made on the old iMovie. Simple little thing. It's kind of fun, though. So here it is, folks, making its world debut, the Into the CBD trailer. Roll 'em, Joe.
That's right. Pretend there was a drum roll leading up to that. Make it much better. How about that?
Did I mention you should turn up the bass? I think I forgot to mention turn up the bass.
That's right. We can go back and rewatch it. Hook up a big speaker or something to your computer and just feel the
That's
full
right.
effect.
And we'll post that to that to all the Facebook pages, and Joe will put that on YouTube for me, and all that good stuff. Get it on Twitter so we can get it out there to the public. But that is the debut of Into the CBD. And it's just a trailer. There's no movie coming. It's a trailer for a movie that won't come. Yeah, you know.
What a disappointment.
You got to bring them up, and then you got to take them down. You bring them up, and you take them down. Bring them up, and you take them down. I feel like we're doing this like the military does it. Break them to beat them. Break them to join them. Anyway, so our segue right into the product spotlight part of the show. This first one, again, we've been carrying the Miracle Oil stuff for quite a while, made by Earthly Body. This is the shampoo and conditioner. Um, this is got the tea tree in it, which tea tree is supposed to be good for the skin, scalp issues, I've heard. Because I have an issue with dandruff, the tea tree is supposed to help with that. Just so you know, dandruff is a genetic condition and it cannot be cured. It can only be minimized. And so I don't do much about my dandruff these days, to be honest with you, because most of the dandruff stuff really, I mean, obviously any natural stuff that's good for the skin is going to help with that. And make it be less apparent. But to use any chemical or, petrochemically based with all this stuff in it that's not natural to try to deal with it is not the solution. You might as well use something natural that helps relieve you, as opposed to something that really doesn't, and then it just kind of masks the issue. So that's a good old Miracle. That's just the tea tree issue. This is Miracle Oil Hemp shampoo and conditioner. The next one's kind of fun. I don't think I've actually spotlighted this, and somehow I kind of got lost, but I've noticed someone kind of rearranged in the store downstairs, which I liked. Moved a little bit of stuff moved around. But these sunglass cases I kind of forgot about. They might have been tucked in some wall somewhere. But these are kind of fun. Just a little zip-up sunglass case. You could obviously put whatever you wanted in there. But no matter what you put in there, the person that sees that sitting on a table or whatnot is going to assume that there's a pair of glasses in it. Just saying. And so that's kind of just a fun little hemp product. The next one is something that I honestly don't think I focused on either. So these may be actually two new kind of products. I might have done it, but I don't think I did because we just got some jewelry in. And, there was a time where we couldn't have enough hemp jewelry. We were a huge part of the Soccer Mom hemp jewelry movement like 10, 15 years ago, whenever that was. But we're still fully stocked up on anklets and bracelets and necklaces. For those that want to still wear jewelry and they want to wear all natural jewelry, it just makes sense to me. And so, obviously it's a product we will always have. This is a product that we had from day one, because we were literally making the jewelry when we opened up in 1995. We had these hemp jewelry boards, and so that's kind of how it started. And again, I don't know if we made that hemp jewelry movement happen to the masses, but
Yes.
we definitely kept them supplied up with as much hemp jewelry and beads. We were the bead company. We sold so many beads that the local bead companies opened up a location close to us, which we were happy about because we weren't really a bead store. But the fact of the matter is that the hemp twine and the hemp jewelry making was, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just incredible, that we drove that trend in Cincinnati. And I cannot even imagine how many kids out there might have a piece of hemp jewelry laying around from 10, 15 years ago that they could not go to school without. They had to show off anyway. In the stores all the time. And then the last one is the Blue Ridge bath bombs. These are CBD bath bombs. And so, there's a couple different, I think there's a relax and kind of a joint care and whatnot for that time when you want to lay in the bath and soak in some CBD and some other stuff that's good for the body as well. And then the last, and ironically, although it sits over my shoulder every week, I forgot about this last week on the Hempendence Day episode because I should have probably focused this as my product. We do 4 from the store, 1 from my door, and this 1 from my door should have been last week's. But we'll follow up. This is a hemp flag that, again, I've had. It is really faded because I believe it was in the window of one of the stores for a long time. But again, I've probably had this hemp flag for at least 15 years or so. And I think there is still some of these possibly hanging in maybe in O'Brienville as far as those go. And we have the Hempies flag. I need to get probably one of those in every store. But This is one from my door. Should have been from Independence Day, but I didn't forget about it. It is 13 stars. I don't want to offend anyone out there as far as the 13-star thing, which did offend some people recently in the real world with the Nikes. Anyway, this is made out of hemp, and we love it, and it's mine, and I have no regrets. So there you go, folks. 4 from the store, 1 from my door for the product spotlights here on the High Noon Hemp Show. You can go to hemptations.com to check out all kinds of good stuff there. You can go to YouTube and become a subscriber. We implore you to become a subscriber of the Jedi Hemp channel on YouTube. If we do decide to switch over there, then we want you to be able to know when we're doing stuff and watch us live on YouTube if that ever happens. We are not threatening Facebook in any way. On to...
We'll take our business elsewhere, Facebook.
Get it straight on.
Welcome to Matthew in the chat room commenting on the old Facebook. Welcome, Matthew. Welcome, everybody else who's watching. You're just in time for the greatest thing on Facebook. And if we leave, this is really what Facebook is going to be missing, is the beachwear segment, a.k.a. What are you wearing beach?
Well, that's right. If you woke up this morning and said, hey, beach, what are you wearing? Is it Stranger Things kind of weirdly associated? Well, yeah, ironically. As I was building this outfit this morning, I just finished Stranger Things. If those of you don't know, I am a pop culture enthusiast. And so, but this is kind of I don't know why I think this is an 80s theme other than we get to this. We got the Zoozify hat on, I'm sorry. And this is a trucker hat, and I will have to say that I think the trucker hat, as far as being a fashion thing, happened in the 80s. Those of you that don't know about Stranger Things, it is themed in the 80s, and they do a very good job of showing things. My microphone's acting weird. Of showing things, making everything look authentic. What's going on? It keeps wanting to fall on me. I see it's coming off. Hold on. We're having some technical difficulties with my microphone stand, folks. Bear with me. If you're just tuning in, this is the kind of things that we go through. Oh my gosh! All right. Well, I'm just gonna hold this right here. You can hear it falling to the ground. That's why live is live, folks.
There you go.
So anyway, now I got to just figure out how to get this thing off of here, so I don't have to hold this whole stand. I love it. We love it. Anyway, all right, I'm going to do it. Okay, on to the outfit. Now my shirt is a Hemp Town shirt, but the old polo. Once again, the polo, which I think became very popular in the 80s. You'll see I popped the collar. Anybody knows who grew up in the late 80s for sure. And I didn't wear a whole lot of polo shirts. I was kind of the anti that, I think, at the time. But popping your collar was huge as far as wearing your polo shirt in the 80s. And my shorts, I'm really proud of this. These are actually Woolworth. That's right, folks, Woolworth. And I don't care how old you are, you should know about Woolworth. Actually, you are, the less you probably know about Woolworths. But, major mall store, so to speak, for years and years, and obviously still exists in making products. But these are hemp shirts made by the old Woolworth company, and so that's kind of how hemp is making its way into the fashion, the mod. I don't want to say modern, the current fashion world, so to speak, because it is they're starting to put it in all kinds of. I love to see it in clothing. That's for sure. We got the old head case boxers, and those are classics. And the Hemp Traders no-show socks, which we do sell in the store, and the old Adidas, some classic superstars on the old Is it Stranger Things related? What are you wearing, Beach? Kinda segment of the show today.
The Stranger Things slash microphone stand mishap.
That's
What
right,
are you
man.
wearing, Beach? Edition.
But gravity. There's a gravity quote there somewhere, and I guess that's what I get for playing with my microphone while I'm doing the show to begin with. Because if I hadn't touched it, I don't think it would have fallen.
Yes. I always
Anyway,
have
so
mine in a free floating stand thing.
yeah,
So I
it's
don't have problems.
you
Because I've had problems in the
don't
past with
apparently
microphones.
yes, I'm trying to just see if I can do this, but I can't. I can't. So there you go, folks. If you woke up this morning and said, "What are you wearing, Beach?" Now you know. You can get through the rest of your day with ease and clarity. Um, Not much news going into the news. A lot of events in July, that's for sure. Not much news out there. Again, if you're in North Carolina, get a hold of your representatives or whoever is trying to make this decision to make CBD flower illegal in the state. Don't do it. Don't support it. New York is also doing some funky things, and so try to get behind. And I think New York's already signed theirs anyway, but that doesn't mean you can't get a hold of your local politician and tell them that it was a mistake, one way or another, on those issues. Um, I will be in Dayton tomorrow night. That's Thursday, July 11th at Pathway to Herbs. This is a long time family, friends, but they're doing a little CBD panel. They're going to have a doctor there. They're going to have me and then themselves. And so that is a Pathway to Herbs in New Pleasant in the Dayton area starting at 7 o'clock. Also tomorrow night, if you're in the Louisville area, you have the Farmington Hemp Dinner. And so that would be fun to attend. Go out and get yourself hemp and the food product, which has been getting into the market for a long time now. Honestly, everybody should know how healthy hemp food is for you. And so that's tomorrow night, and then July 13th this weekend, the New England Hemp Symposium. Again, John's speaking there. I know he's highly educated on hemp. And then, of course, also in Glenwood Springs, and I just saw a post about how the post was, we're going to fit as much hemp into this room as we possibly can, and I believe it. That's going to be happening at the July 13th and 14th Enviro Hemp Workshop. And you can go to envirohempworkshop.com. That's out in Colorado, and that's going to be a lot of hemp education. And well worth it, whatever they're charging. July 16th, over in Indianapolis, we've got the Hemp Victory Tour. And that's going to be at the Indiana Historical Society on Ohio Street, no less, in Indianapolis. And again, I try to update as quickly as I can after the show in the next day or two. If you go to Hemptations.com and you go to the second page of Hemptations.com, then you can see all the events that I talk about here on the High Noon Hemp Show. The first page has the events that we're involved in. The second page has all the events, the hemp events that I talk about here on the High Noon Hemp Show. And so you can get caught up with that, and the addresses. If I have an address or a website, then they'll be there. You can look into those events a little bit more. July 23rd and 24th, Missouri's largest cannabis expo at the Getaway Center is going on. I needed that voice because it's the largest cannabis expo. We're going to be hearing that a lot recently in one form or another, because August 2nd through the 4th, you've got Miami Beach Convention Center, the largest USA CBD and hemp expo. Okay, so largest cannabis expo, largest USA CBD and hemp expo. It's all going on, folks. This is the time to get involved. If you don't, if you obviously are trying to get involved in some way or another, these expos are a great place to find resources as far as product or involvement one way or another, that's for sure. I had someone recently approach me with a list they had acquired through one of their expos for all the hemp people interested in hemp, and I'm like, come on, I've been doing this for 23 years. I'm not buying a list. I got all the connections I need, and if they don't connect with me, then that's their fault.
There you go.
And that's the way it is. Bringing up August right now, we've got the Henry Clay Hemp Social at the Ashland Estate, where they always grow a little. Listen to the bikes rumble in the garage, if you can hear that in the background. Anyway, and so that's what we've got. News and events. Not too much going on, but there's always something going on. I don't have a question. If anybody has a question for me now, I cannot read the comments still, even though I keep trying.
All we have is Matthew in the comments saying howdy, but that's about
it. Howdy. All right. Well, as always, folks, thanks for watching live on the Hemptations Beach Facebook page.
We did it. Got on live.
And if not, and this is episode 42. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. This is the answer to everything. I should have taken more stock into that. The universe and everything. 42, folks. 42 episodes of the High Noon Hemp Show in the bag. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching later on the Jedi Hemp channel. Please subscribe to that if you are prone to the YouTube stuff. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Just go screaming through the streets. Jedi Hemp channel, YouTube. Jedi Hemp channel, YouTube. I think that would be awesome. We'll take all the promotion we can get, folks. Right. A lot of money on this show, as you can see from my microphone stand debacle. Somebody get me a new microphone stand now.
That's right.
Looking around,
screaming at staff off camera. What's going on here?
I'm going to yell at myself when I get done with the show. I'm sure of it. Anyway, folks, we love you. We love everything you do in the hemp world. We hope you love us too. And remember, reduce, reuse, recycle, make everything else out of hemp. Having Hemptations.
See you all next week.